So yeah, we're back at the arena already.
Alright, so you've done Arena, Arena Harder. This one's gonna be Arena Hard with a Vengeance.
No.
Then you've got Live Free or Arena Hard.
No.
And then you've got a Good Day to Arena Hard. And then you're kind of screwed for the sixth one.
No, there's only going to be... I think this is the last one, actually. The last real one.
Well, you ruined my joke. I hope you're happy.
Yup, I am. This particular challenge, you have to keep the pyro spinners from reaching behind that light thing. You can allow 5 to go through. If you let a 6th one go through, you lose. This is a shotgun. I've currently got it modified to have a wider spread, but that's not a mod I really like that much because it doesn't deal enough damage. So this is really the only time I actually use it. I much prefer the choke option.
That's something that bothers me the hell in video games, is that shotguns are apparently just spray giant cones of buckshot everywhere, and that's not how they work.
You know what the funny thing is, though? Serious Sam has a surprisingly realistic depiction of shotguns, considering it's Serious Sam.
Yeah, that's weird. But, you know, I do skeet shooting for fun sometimes, and shotguns handle nothing like they do in video games. It's basically, it takes about 50 yards for it to start spreading out, seriously.
Like I said, I much prefer the choke option, which halves the spread, so it deals a lot more damage to one dude as opposed to doing a little damage to a bunch of dudes. The only reason I have it here is because these guys are all one-hit wonders anyway, and I think the shotgun is the only weapon you're allowed to use. I think.
Sawed-off shotguns do kind of work like they do in video games, but, you know, not nearly as much, but they do create a big wall of metal.
Look, we actually don't win a gold bolt from that. We actually win a Zoni for the first one.
Ooh, that's nice of them.
Yep. Toxic engagement. You have to fight the Wargrok while using the wrench and poison gas everywhere.
That totally should have been called Toxic Vengeance.
Anyway, he's still pretty easy.
For the bad movie.
And the toxic stuff actually does hurt him as well, so that's helping out a little bit.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and don't ask me why sometimes the wrench just goes all the way to the left or to the right, because it's really random sometimes. Like that, I swear I was throwing it straight ahead, but nope.
I don't know, maybe you just subconsciously suck.
Maybe. Oh, also making this fight a joke is the fact that they keep sending you health.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah. It would be a lot harder if they didn't give you health crates constantly.
Quark should tame this one too, so then he can have 2 of them and he can just, like, attach them to a big chariot. Because that would be the greatest.
I would be in favor of this. You need a game based on that idea. Next Ratchet and Clank, you can tame Wargroks and use them as chariots and race other Wargroks.
There'll be an entire Ben-Hur level.
Yes.
Another butt kicking, courtesy of our bite-sized gladiator.
Oh, by the way, this is the Raritanium Cup. It's the hardest cup in the game, and I actually don't do one of the challenges because I'm not confident enough with the weapon layout that I have to do it.
Okay.
This one's an interesting one. You are given nectar in your Hydro Displacer, and you have to kill the enemies with the Tetramites.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who the hell would sign up for this? I mean, like the other guys. I would sign up to do this, but who would sign up to go against you? Who's that stupid? Alright, we're basically going to give him an invincible army of flesh-eating insects, And then we're gonna give them a means to control them. Who's in? And a bunch of people said, "Ooh, me, I am."
The only weapons you're allowed to use are the Hydro Displacer and the Wrench, but you can kind of throw bombs back at the Agorians.
Now that is hardcore, folks. No weapons.
I almost said Argonians again, because that's the race I'm playing as in Skyrim. They're lizard dudes.
That's why I'm calling them morphs, specifically to avoid that particular little pitfall. Because seriously,
Yeah.
they sound exactly the same.
No doubt about it, folks. This Lombaxes.
This one's not that hard. It's just a little frustrating sometimes because the Tetramites will go after some of the nectar that's not attached to an enemy before they go against one of the enemies.
His bell is rung.
But luckily it's only 3 waves.
Extreme.
How did they get the Tetramites there, anyway? Who captured these? Somebody had to go out and get these.
It's a Constructo mod!
That is a terrible job.
I think that is for the pistol, but I'm not entirely sure.
Is Nectar still there?
Yep.
That's interesting.
And this one, you have to find the battery bots and then shove them into the sockets before the time runs out, and the more that you shove into the sockets, the more time you get. It's kind of easy. And the last match that is in the Rare Titanium Cup is a 50-round survival match, and at the end you have to fight both the Wargrok and the Hydra tank.
I remember doing that. I did that. It sucked.
I had not been able to do that on hard mode, so it's the only trophy I earn in the entire game is doing that for the first time. Because I honestly thought I had beat it at some point, but apparently I didn't. And yes, it does suck.
I just find it interesting that the Nectar persists. It raises questions and
It's the same battlefield.
well, I know, but do you think that would, like, get cleared?
Eh.
That's just kind of weird. It's like a quirk in the code, or what is that?
And for this, we get the treasure mapper, which shows you all the secrets on the maps.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It helps a lot for finding rhinos and gold bolts.